This is Dee Edwards. I am the Senior Tax Professional of Accurate Tax Services, and I am bringing you the facts on the behalf of Accurate Tax Team because we work for you and not the IRS. Be mindful as to who you file on your tax return. If they are not legitimately related to you or considered a qualifying child for you, please keep in mind that the IRS will be auditing files. Sometimes they will go ahead and release the refund, and then they'll come back 2 to 3 years later and ask for proof for that tax year. So that means that you have to keep 3 years worth of proof that what you're filing on your taxes is legitimate. As a matter of fact, they are requiring us as paid tax professionals to do a little bit more due diligence. So we will be digging a little bit more into your business. We need to know whether or not you're receiving food stamps, welfare, if your name are on any of your bills, especially if you are filing head of household. Just because you say that you're a head of household doesn't mean that you are literally the head of your household. You have to provide more than 51% of the responsibility to taking care of your household. So that means that you have to pay rent, grocery bills, utility bills. They use all of that to weigh whether or not you are truly considered head of household. And as far as your dependents, remember that they have to be related to you. They need to be your biological children, your niece or nephew, or even your grandkids. But they have to have lived in a household with you for more than 6 months. Say it with me, for more than 6 months. So not just 6 months, more than 6 months, like 6 months and 1 day. So let's say that this child qualifies you and someone else as a qualified child, and both you guys have the legal right to claim this child on your taxes. You all need to make a determination who is claiming this child and who can prove that they have provided more than 51% to take care of this child. So if all of the bills are in so-and-so's name, then you need to really think hard whether or not you can legitimately claim this child. As a matter of fact, if you guys cannot make a decision as to who's the responsible one for claiming this child, it's the person who has the highest AGI, who has the highest adjusted gross income. That's how you can determine legally, and that's what we consider in our language the tiebreaker rule. The tiebreaker rule. So that means that if a dependent qualifies more than one person for earned income tax credit or to be claimed legally on their taxes, the government said, well, we'll just go with the person who has the highest AGI. They can legally claim the child. Now, what most of you all get confused is just because that's your child, you think that you have the legal right to claim that child. Absolutely not. And I'll take my personal situation to help you guys understand. Most of you guys know that little Mike is not my biological child. Oh my God. Although I feel like he's my biological child, he is the biological parents to my husband and to his biological mother. However, she doesn't have the legal right to claim him for earned income tax credit or to file him on her taxes because they did not live in the same household for 6 months or more, and she did not provide more than 51% of care for him. So I have the legal right, my husband have the legal right, but she doesn't. So most of you all get it confused and think just because someone is your legal child, that gives you the legal right to claim the child. No, it doesn't. All I'm saying throughout this whole video is just be ready to prove whatever you claim on your taxes. The IRS, they're cutting down on fraudulent taxes. They're cutting down on what people are filing on their taxes. Just be mindful. And whatever it is that you sign, because you have to sign your tax return before a return is legally processed. So whatever you sign, just remember that you are responsible for proving, if you're ever audited, what was filed on your tax return. Not your tax preparer, but you. Okay, so this is Dee Edwards. I bring you the facts on the behalf of Accurate Tax. Listen, we work for you and not the IRS. We always bring you the facts because we hit the bullseye every time. Have an amazing day. More facts coming soon.